This video is about what sucks about Relevate. I can't believe I'm making this video. Well, every agent who joins us will find out this stuff anyway, so I might as well tell you up front. Hi, I'm Mike Regan, founder and CEO of Relevate Real Estate. I make videos comparing and contrasting different ways to do real estate, and Relevate is one of those. My only goal is to give you unbiased, straightforward information to help you decide what's best for you. This video might be a little too straightforward, but whatever. With that introduction, let's jump into the 5 things that totally suck about Relevate. 4 of these 5 things are about paying for services Relevate provides to agents. I could totally understand why agents would have strong feelings about that, because what we do is basically the opposite of the currently dominant trend among seemingly all brokerages, which is cutting back on services in order to reduce the cost for agents to be part of their brokerage. So, I'm super excited to talk about the first thing that really sucks about Relevate, and it is paying for marketing. Yep, that is factual. Here's the backstory about that. Relevate plans marketing campaigns for our agents over a year ahead. It's August as I film this video, and a group of our top producing agents are getting together tomorrow to give their input to the plan for next year. The idea is that most agents participate in most monthly campaigns, so the fixed costs are shared among all of them. As a result, the overall marketing cost per year per agent is reduced to an average of 2% of commission revenue, as opposed to the 10% that is recommended by most real estate coaches. That's cool, right? The other benefit is most agents don't have to invest much, if any, of their time to have actual consistent and high quality marketing. This magazine, customized to each agent, is an example of a campaign. Admittedly, when the business inevitably starts rolling in, most agents might not hate the decision to invest in marketing as much, even though they understandably might not be in love with paying for it. The next thing our agents don't like is similar to the last one, and that is paying for client service support. Yep, again, that's true. One of our core premises at Relevate is that agents who are good at selling should be able to focus on selling and bring in more business instead of having to hire and train people to help them handle the business. So Relevate actually hires and trains licensed support team members called client service managers, also known as CSMs, to take almost everything except selling off the agent's plates. This frees up the agents to do more business while also having balanced lives. When they think about this and the fact that without the CSMs, it would be really hard to take a real vacation, our agents don't hate paying for this as much. In fact, to be honest, our agents appreciate their CSM partners so much, they actually like paying them and sometimes even give them bonuses. Hey, quick timeout. If you're finding this video helpful, go ahead and click on the like and subscribe buttons below, and that will help these videos reach more people like you who could use this information. This next one that our agents hate about Relevate may be unique to Relevate, and no one loves this one, and that's the 20% that never goes away. Agents pay 20% of their commission to Relevate. That 20% never goes away and isn't capped. Of course our agents wish the 20% could go away, and even I wish we could provide what we provide without it, especially when every brokerage in the world is trying to recruit our agents away by offering low or no splits. But when our agents think about what they get for that 20%, all the management they'd have to do if they went to any other brokerage and had to plan and execute all their own marketing and had to hire and train team members and had to find a CRM that would compete with the one they like here, they feel a lot better about the 20%. In the end, they say, well, what I get for that 20% enables me to sell at least half again or twice as many homes each year and have a lot of time off. If I left, sure, I'd save 20%, but I'd sell half as much and work twice as much, and that would stink. And then they feel a lot better about it. But for sure, if they could get all that for less than 20%, of course, who wouldn't want that? This next one would bother any agent, and that is not getting any of the commission at all for some closings. What? Yeah, this is a tough one, and it does happen. Once in a while, an agent has a closing and gets $0. Who wouldn't hate that? Well, here's why that might happen. At Relevate, agents do not pay anything until they have a closing. So for example, let's say an agent does everything they're supposed to do and piles up 7 or 8 or 10 pendings, but there's a 30-day gap between now and when any of them close. In their mind, it's like, no problem. They're coming. It's going to be great when they all start closing. But in the meantime, the agent invested a lot in marketing and client service to make those pendings happen. The way it works at Relevate is agents don't have to pay anything until they have a closing. They aren't writing us checks or giving us a credit card number. Relevate carries all those costs in the meantime and even pays for some of their outside vendors for them. That's part of how the Relevate business system works. So it could be that at that first closing, out of all those pendings that were piled up, they pay off everything they've invested to make all those pendings happen, and they don't get any money from that closing. That totally stinks. Who wouldn't hate that? But typically, since their expenses are now fully paid off, they get to keep almost everything from the next 5 or 6 or 10 closings. So that's not so bad, but it still sucks not to get any money from a closing. And now we're down to the number one thing that our agents truly hate about Relevate. And this one, unlike the others, has no silver lining. This one truly sucks. And that is client service manager turnover. Yes, unfortunately, sometimes a CSM that an agent loves working with moves on to something else. Sometimes they get promoted within Relevate because we're committed to promoting as much from within as possible. In fact, 3/5 of our current management team are people who started in CSM or administrative support roles. Sometimes CSMs move on to other jobs, and in fact, over the past 2 years, 3 of them became consumer protection agents at the Real Estate Commission. Either way, agents definitely hate it when they lose a CSM they depend on. Now, we're always hiring and training great new CSMs, and we also try to get each agent to use at least one additional CSM so they have backup no matter what. We're definitely happy for our CSMs when they get new opportunities, but on the other hand, we wish CSM turnover would never happen because it's not fun for our agents. So I admit, Relevate isn't right for everyone. Everything good in this side of heaven comes with a trade-off. Different agents think in different ways, and they should find the brokerage that fits their way of thinking. Many agents out there have the primary goal of minimizing costs because they feel that's the only way to increase their take-home income. We respect that way of thinking. Other agents have the attitude that it takes money to make money, and so they perceive opportunities to invest money to make more money and free up their time. Relevate was invented to provide those investment opportunities to agents who want to utilize them to grow their business and increase their take-home income without experiencing completely unbalanced lives that most agents have. So, what do you think about what I explained in this video? Am I crazy, or did I make any good points? Agree or argue with me in the comments below, and I'll get back to you pretty fast. If you'd like to learn more about Relevate, including what maybe doesn't suck, you can visit the Learning Center on our website or our YouTube channel, or set up a meeting with me to have some coffee or scotch and talk about real estate and life. The links to do all that are in the description below. See you soon.